Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot to talk about. What is going on, guys? Mills here bringing you some fire content on the Fire 19 channel. In today's vid, guys, we are going to be doing a recap of the SDS stream right now. So without further ado, we're going to be seeing which cards were revealed, what stuff they revealed, and I'm going to be more prepared this time to talk about it. So we got a lot of reveals. We got over 150 up legends, over 100 years of history, challenges and rewards every week. So we're going to be getting updates constantly with this game. Probably more than 2K does in a fucking year. So I'm really excited to see what's in store for us there. There are going to be 2 to 3 updates weekly, and that's basically what we got there, but that's still really huge information that we just got told. So let's talk about the next big thing and out of all this. The first inning program. Nothing new really here in the completing new tasks. We're going to be getting, I think, a new tiered, reward system for that. So that's going to be kind of cool, I guess, like ways to upgrade it. And there are going to be 3 bosses in each card, or in each pack. Nothing new here, guys. It's mostly just like 3 bosses again, but we did get some cool cards out of it. We're going to be getting Fernando Valenzuela, Piazza, and Kenny Lofton. All huge upgrades, in my opinion. All very good cards, except maybe for Lofton, but I think Lofton's still incredible for a contact hitter. And yeah, tell me which one you guys are going to pick out all those in the comments below. Player programs, so they're bringing it back. I'm so glad they are. Player programs are such a key thing in past games. They didn't really bring it back with 19 or 20, to be honest, so I'm really glad that they're returning it again to 21. And what I mean by player programs, I don't mean the stuff you see with like 10th inning, 9th inning. I mean the stuff like secret player programs, all that juicy stuff. I had to say juicy, I know. But yeah, we're going to be able to get XP for achieving player programs, moving up and all that. Pretty cool. Anyways, next up, competitive dubs and jersey rewards. Jersey rewards, you'll be able to earn jerseys for your favorite team and possibly and definitely wear those jerseys. No souvenir shit like an MLB 18 anymore. Competitive dubs, basically that's ways you can get stats and rank seasons to help you progress in these player programs. So that's kind of a dub for online players. Daily moments. So we're going to be able to get daily moments every single day, of course, but that will give you upgrades towards cards that you might love or hate. Next up on this huge list of updating, we have Team Affinities. So we know it's the 42 series, we're more confirmed there. You'll be able to earn a pack for that now. That's going to be really cool. Picking between 5, really. It was kind of the same in LB 20, where if you exchanged a certain team, you would go for that specific team, but this is a little more different where you basically pick the card and all that. You won't be able to get every single one, I think, because of the fact they might have limited every single part of grinding, but like, not complaining there, because there's so much they announced that I think at this point it's going to overwhelm me. So next up, we got Sellable Rewards. So these rewards are sellable. This is nothing too new here. We're going to be getting some new bosses in the showdowns and all that, and obviously in Affinities. So once again, nothing too crazy. XP reward path is juiced, so we're going to be getting some amazing cards there. Maybe the new Kluber or the new Kershaw in the level 75 pack. Next up, card art. So card art is much better this year, obviously. MLB The Show is always on their A game with the card art. They nailed it this year with the new series and sets with some Tatis card art being shown on stream. So Yetis and offline progress, able to be grinded in extra innings. So offline players just got the biggest dub of 2021, where now you will be able to grind offline missions in other modes except Conquest. You will now be able to get these stats in extra innings. So you could play the Yetis on Legend for a diamond reward and also get those stats at the same time. This is like MLB The Show 16 throwback. For those who have been playing MLB 16, you guys will know how much of a huge dub this is. Next up, ranked seasons. So we got some information there where you get a certain amount of wins, you'll be able to unlock the packs, of course. But at 40 wins, you get World Series rewards. So you don't have to make World Series this year to get World Series cards. That's kind of wild. This is a bit of a mixed decision, I think, among the community, because this does kind of cater towards the bad player community, and I'll admit I was a bad player, we all were at one point, but I think this is honestly mildly a dub, because while the market's going to be kind of screwed, in terms of how expensive cards are going to be, I also think at the same time the market was screwed to begin with. With the new Xbox players coming in and the market being a combination of the two, with it being in combination, the market was already going to be very saturated anyways. So honestly, I don't really see that having any effect either, except for the fact that more players are going to have those cards after 40 wins, which is 360 innings without any quits in 9-inning games, which is still a lot of innings. So ranked season game difficulty determined by division of players now. So I know this was a problem in past games where if you were in Hall of Fame, you could match up with a all-star player and you'd play an all-star. No more of that. You'll be able to play in your division, determined by your division, only in your division, which is huge. BR, we got some new stuff here. 26 players now, 2 diamonds, 3 golds, the rest are silver and bronzes, no commons anymore, which is so nice considering the fact that the commons were such an annoying waste. Jorge Soler is one of the rewards you can get from BR, not from getting 12-0, but just from getting wins. Next up, single points in BR. So you will be able to earn points by just doing stat missions and all that, grinding all that good stuff. And if you get at least 40 wins, I believe, or something more, somewhere around that level, you will be able to get a 12-0 pack. So for players who are not quite the 12-0 material, you will be able to earn yourself a cool reward there. If you guys are 12-0 material, well, more rewards for you. Point is though, BR cards are going to be much easier to obtain this year, with the BR rewards starting off being Schmidt, Brock, Guerrero, Seaver, Maddox, all very solid rewards. Next up, events. Nothing too much revealed here, nothing too new. We did learn about the reward there, which was 92. I wrote Peggy, but it's 92 Miguel Cabrera from 2012. We've seen this card in the past. He's been a pretty dominant card at the beginning of the year, so that's honestly a great card day one to grind for. April Daily Moments program. So this is a program that you'll be able to grind that will give you some golds to start off the year, all that good stuff. It's a part of that kind of like weekly grind and all that, and they're limited time, so you kind of might want to do them. There are new unlockables and 42 choice packs. So the new unlockables there, what that is basically new, sounds, jerseys, all that stuff, all those cosmetical stuff. Next up, 1,400 live series are in this game. There are over 1,400 live series cards, which are absolutely astounding considering the fact that we're going to have to get those collections done. Most of those are probably free agents, but that's still really impressive nevertheless with 30 teams in this league. Next up, 200 legends and flashbacks. This includes not, legends over the past 100 years. This includes flashbacks as well. Next up, Big Poppy AL collection reward for live series. So now we're getting into those collection rewards with 499s you can unlock day one. 4 only, which is pretty cool. And Big Poppy is the AL one. Honestly, I don't think I'm a fan of this one as much as other people are because first baseman is one of the easier positions you can find good players in. I think people are hyping up Big Poppy because he's a 99, of course. So call me a hater, but I just think Poppy is probably the least exciting reward to me on this list. But it's still nevertheless a very good card to use. I'm not complaining there. Next up, Alfonso Soriano for NL Collection Award. Now this one I'm more hyped for because 1, he's a new card, and 2, he's a second baseman with power, stealing, speed, fielding. He is literally a god, and I kind of want to get him at this day one, so I'm really excited to see if I can get him. He's such a cool card entering this year, and he's the NL Collection Award. Now for the total collections, Chipper Jones is the one you got to get there. And I'm not complaining about this one either because Chipper Jones is an absolute great hitter. I think the reason why people are not too happy about this one is mostly because, number 1, he was very hard to get in past games, and number 2, he's not really a new card. I still think this is an amazing reward day one, nevertheless. So we also get a Jackie Robinson collection reward for collecting all the 42 series cards, as well as 20. If you collect 20, you get Larry Doby. So that's pretty sick. All very good cards in their own respect. Those are the 499s in Soriano, Jones, Robinson, and Poppy. Next up, probably one of the biggest things they revealed in the stream, Parallel Community. What this is it's a prestige-like mode. It's rewards that you get from playing the game, of course, with stats, but it's done in a much more complex way with 5 levels, 5 tiers, all in Roman numerals. So how this works is a much better version of Prestige. The tag represents the level. So if you have a level 2 card, it's going to be shown as level 2, kind of obvious. And, this is kind of the dream thing I was looking for in MLB The Show. I was always looking for a way cards can have an RPG-like element where you'll be able to upgrade them kind of like level 2 or level 3. And I think that's really, really cool in itself. And I don't know about you guys, but I would love to see a level 10. I feel like that'd be sick, but maybe a little cracked. Anyways, community determines the rarity of a player level. So, say you got a player at level 2 and you're only one of 10 people. So only 10 people got that level 2 version of a card, which in itself is pretty crazy how you determine how rare a card is in the league. It's kind of like discovering a player, but now you're upgrading it and discovering it. What the fuck is this discovering? Moving on now. Selling player will pick up at the same price. So, you know, if you sell a player who's like tier 2 and then you buy him back, he's going to start at tier 2 right where you left off. So it doesn't get reset, which is really, really nice because that could get really annoying really fast. You cannot buy already upgraded players. So obviously with getting, you know, starting off where you get him when you buy him back, you cannot buy already upgraded players from other players. Say you bought a Mookie Betts that was a tier 2, but you never used him. Then you'll start at tier 1. So that's how that works. Moving on the list, progress carries across all platforms. So you can, if say you're going to get a PS5 soon, you can transfer that progress to PS5 by linking your account on theshow.com. I'll put a link to the website in the description below. Or what you'll have to do is link your account, PS4, Universal Profile, and you'll be all set and ready to go. Moving on, free Roberto Clemente cards. So we're going to be getting a new card this year, of course, Roberto Clemente. That's been revealed. But we're going to be getting him as free. He's going to be free diamond to start off the year. So if you didn't get all the crazy cards from pre-ordering, or you know, you're starting on April 20th, you'll be able to get this Clemente card until April 26th. So you want to make sure to do that ASAP. Next up, roster and attribute updates. So this is nothing new. They've been doing this for years. Basically, they're going to be starting that 2 weeks from now because, you know, they got to get more time to see which players are killing the ball. Inside Edge is back. No need to fear about that. That's probably going to be starting off day 1 because, you know, the season's already begun. Moving on, minor league rosters. So before we talk about that, actually, let's talk a little more about roster updates. So this is the time where you want to start looking for players you want to invest in before they raise high in price. That way you can make a profit with those cards. So maybe a card like Buxton, who starts off possibly as a gold, will go up to diamond because he's killing it all year. Something like that, for example, is a roster update. Now, going back to minor league rosters, I'm not really too sure what they're trying to say here with this. I don't know if they mean like we're going to be getting I know that we're going to get minor league jerseys, but I think what they also meant is we might even get minor league players who are possible prospects, which is obvious, which is shown. Next up, cross saves and cross progression. So once again, because it's so cross-platformy, we're getting all these cross saves, all this cross progression, which includes parallel players as too. All inventory and parallels carried over. Now let's get into the little things, the small things they talked about in this stream. Search for items in inventory. So in the past, in the past years, we haven't really been able to have a search in the inventory. We'd have to scroll to the team and find it ourselves through flashback. Now you'll be able to search for that player, which is huge because not only will you have to be able to check the flashbacks, but it'll also be nice for team builds you want to do. Next up, click button to see reward in conquest. So you no longer have to back out of the conquest map to see the rewards. You can click triangle and you get a quick show. I mean, it's a little nifty, you know, nothing too crazy, but still nice. Collect live series players. So that's going to be helpful for affinities, which is really nice. And, you know, affinity I have to mention because affinities are cool and they're little things as well. Actually, they're not. They're a big thing. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Tell me what you guys are hyped for. My mouth is all over the place right now because this game is about to come out. So I'll see y'all later. Bye. Peace.